Good afternoon, everyone. It's Mike here, otherwise known as the Gadget Addict, and I have a little informative public service announcement for you. Firstly, sorry I'm a bit red-faced. I've got the heating on full blast. I'm very cold, and I'm now really like lobstery. But yes, so earlier today, Microsoft published, as you can see, their game content usage rules. And there's been a lot of people on Twitter and forums and Facebook getting a bit confused about what these rules mean. Now, they don't actually specifically apply to me because I'm a PlayStation player, but if you play on the Xbox One or the Xbox 360, there's a few things in this that you kind of want to understand and get under your belt because it can affect you in a bad way. So, what this is saying is basically, I'll give you the headlines here. This applies if you are playing Microsoft first-party developed or published games on the Xbox One or the Xbox 360. So we're talking about games that Microsoft build in-house, like Forza, Sunset Overdrive, Halo, games like that, or games that they publish. So the only one I can think off the top of my head is probably going to be Rise of the Tomb Raider later this year. Microsoft didn't develop it, but they are publishing it. So it's kind of under their banner. So you get the Microsoft Studios logo when you start the game up. Now, this doesn't count for games that have been cross-platformed to the PC, of which I can't really think of many at the minute. It doesn't count either for Xbox exclusives that are made and published by other people. So one big question that came a lot was Titanfall. That's an EA-made game. EA published it. Well, it's a Respawn-made game, but yeah, EA published it. So you're cool with that one. You don't need to follow these rules for it. But I've been through this a few times. I kind of understand what they're going. There's a couple of points I'm still not sure on, but I thought I'd just go through and kind of break things up for you. So you can get this on the Xbox website, ENUS Developers Rules. I know this is the US site, but at this point assume that this covers Xbox players worldwide who upload to YouTube and stream on Twitch. So, first things first, if you are making if you're making a video based on a Microsoft first-party game, first thing that they want you to do is in your description, you need to put this in. So you put the name of the game, copyright Microsoft Corporation, the title of your item, so the video title, was created under Microsoft's game content usage rules, using assets from the game, and is not endorsed or affiliated by Microsoft. Fuck knows why you've got to put that in there, but they said some magic words from the lawyers. The lawyers want this one. So I'll put it this way. It's probably good bet to follow this, because if the lawyers have asked for this, it means the lawyers will come for you. But you need to kind of follow all of these rules. So what does that mean? We're encouraging you to create and redistribute your items. You may post the items on your own site. You may link to a third-party site, contain your items if you prefer to store them there, so long as the third-party site does not break any of these rules. And these rules apply to all games and game content published and owned by Microsoft Studios, or for which Microsoft owns the copyright, trademark, or intellectual property. Now, it's worth bearing in mind, the only exception is Minecraft. Microsoft owns the IP, but they didn't develop it, they didn't publish it. They just own it, so they're kind of raking in the money off the sales. That will probably change. I'm sorry, I'm making me computer wobble here. That'll probably change come the next version of Minecraft, which Microsoft will have had a hand in building. But for now, Minecraft has its own rules, so you kind of want to go click on that link. I haven't gone into them because, to be perfectly honest, I couldn't give two shits about Minecraft, but that's just me. Note that we can't give you permission to use games from other publishers or game content where Microsoft doesn't own the IP. So that's basically saying this is covering our shit, not anyone else's shit. Simply enough. And it is also important to keep in mind games like Forza, Xbox Fitness, where individual vehicles, tracks, exercise videos, and other brands and logos in these games may require permission from their manufacturer or owner. I really doubt Lamborghini are going to sue you for blasting around a car in a game, but, you know, bear that in mind. Now, this is the bit where people are getting confused and getting confused and losing context, because look at these fucking rules. I mean, seriously, it's obscene. So, we'll blitz through these in a simple way. You can't reverse engineer our games to access the assets, otherwise do things, yada, yada. That includes hacking videos, or I know Microsoft didn't make it, but you get like people who do machinimas within Dark Souls, and they hack the game so they can do different camera angles and stuff. Yeah, they don't want you to do that on the Xbox. You can't use game content to create an item that is pornographic, lewd, obscene, vulgar, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, to be fair, YouTube blocks that. Except as described here, you can't sell or otherwise earn any compensation from your item. So they're happy for you to make money from adverts, but they don't want you to do anything else. So they don't want you to put like a paid subscription service on these videos, because that'll end you up in some hot water. They're happy enough for you to earn advertising revenue, or I think you can still do the paid for subscriptions on YouTube if you happen to do that. But if you do putting it elsewhere, or like bundling up in a DVD and selling it, I don't know if anybody does that, but if you are, you're not allowed to do that. Microsoft won't give you the permission to do that. Now, this is important. You can make your item available on YouTube or Twitch and participate in those programs to get ads. Now, this is important to me because, now, what is it called? There is another streaming service, I think it's called Hitbox or something like that, which a lot of people are moving from Twitch onto because it's got a bit more relaxed rules about things. But this is implying this is specifically for YouTube and Twitch, not for anything else. So if you do happen to share your videos or stream videos elsewhere, bear this one in mind as well. It talks about making apps, but I don't know anybody who does that. You may use the item to enter contests or sweepstakes. That's fair enough. You're allowed to ask for donation requests, so you can do, hey, click the PayPal donate or go to Patreon or whatever. That is fine. Once you've made and distributed, right? Oh, I'm getting tweets from Bipolar Bear. There was one other one that was really concerning me. Oh yeah, if you want to use soundtracks or audio effects, they're licensed from third parties. But strangely enough, I mean, to be fair, that is across the board in games. I do like this though. We'll confirm the writers there that the music from Halo 3 is available for use in non-profit ventures, thanks to O'Donnell Salvatore, composers of the iconic theme. I find that really fucking weird that they singled out the Halo 3 soundtrack, but that's just me. Right, okay, this is the big one. This is really fucking off a lot of people here. In addition, your items may not use the name of the Microsoft game in their title. By the way, this thing refers to the item as your video. For example, we don't object to Red vs. Blue. We don't object to Operation Chastity, two fairly big machinimas. We do object to Halo, brackets insert title here. We want to make sure consumers don't get confused. Now, this is screwing a lot of people up, because obviously, you put your video up there, and the first thing you put in there so it's searchable is the name of the fucking game. I do it. Everyone else I know does it. I mean, you look at my video titles. I mean, like the last one that went up just before this video, Lords of the Fallen, walkthrough. How else are people going to find it? But you can't. Microsoft do not want you to put the name of their first-party games into the title. Now, you can put, like, Team Slayer, 8v8, whatever, yada, 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 shotguns. Yeah, you can put that, because that's a game mode within the game, but you can't put Halo Team Slayer. Just like you can't put Sunset Overdrive walkthrough. You could put the area or the mission that you're doing walkthrough, but not Sunset Overdrive walkthrough. Or Forza Nürburgring 7-minute time, that kind of thing. You can't do that. And it doesn't make a lot of sense in the grand scheme of things as to why they would say to do this. All that it's doing is, I think anyway, there is a separate set of rules for preferred partners, because there are some preferred YouTube partners from Microsoft. None of them make it public, but there are some. You know there are. And I have a distinct feeling that this is for us normal plebs who just make videos and upload them and have a good time doing it. And I think there will be guys, like especially like the press or the bigger end YouTubers, I know PewDiePie's in with Microsoft and stuff like that, who will be allowed to put Halo or Sunset Overdrive or whatever. And I think they are trying to use this term and condition to kind of manipulate YouTube search results. Because obviously if you don't put Halo in your Halo video in the title, people searching for Halo Team Slayer, Halo is the first word, that is the first searchable term, and that's going to bring back dominant results in Halo, not Team Slayer. Oh, shit, pop shield. So, yeah, it looks to me, I mean, I could be being overly suspicious, could be being overly cynical, but it looks to me like they're trying to manipulate search results so that they can get their videos and their preferred partners' videos higher in the search rankings. But that is a big thing. That is like a big fuck you to the YouTube community there, because it's making it harder. I mean, it's already hard to get our videos noticed anyway. It's making it harder for people playing Microsoft games to get their videos noticed. And then this last one here, along those same lines, please don't use actual logos from a Microsoft game as part of your item's logos. Now this, again, this is not really clear on what the context is in this. Because to me that says, don't use the Halo logo in your thumbnail. That's what it says to me. Or don't have a title card with Halo on there and the Halo logo. That's what that says to me. And again, that really annoys me because, again, part of the attraction, part of trying to attract people to watch your videos is to have a convincing thumbnail. Excuse me. And 99% of the time, and 99% of the YouTubers use publicly available game press art. I do that. I know about 50 others that do that. Because you put the game art there, you put your logo on there, you put the title of the video, the episode number, or whatever it is. And then it makes it attractive because, you know, you scroll through, hey, this guy's got a pretty good thumbnail. I like this guy's video. We'll try him. But if you can't, if you're having Halo, and again, it doesn't specify how far it goes with logos because it has the whole thing about trademarks here. You can't use Microsoft's logos, trademark logos and names because it's fucking massive. But to me, how far does that go? I mean, again, you play Halo Team Slayer, you have loads of Halo iconography in there. You have like the badges and the kills, and you have even like the hood is kind of iconic in each Halo game. It's like, how far are they constituting a logo? Is it just the Halo ring with the Halo text? Is it the Master Chief's helmet? Is it the look of a Spartan? Is it what? And that extends again into Forza. I mean, Forza 5, you go into the loading screens and it's got Forza 5 written in big fucking text along the top. So you know, you got to cut the loading screens. You know, that's valuable conversation time while the game's loading to me. But yeah, so that last point especially needs a lot of clearing up. The point before that, this one about titling your video, that is just fucking ridiculous. But it gets worse. What if I create something new in your universe? So this is for the people who create expanded content, who do movies, hell, even people like Red vs. Blue who create a whole world inside of Halo. And distribution of your item in any form constitutes a grant by you, all that bullshit. Hang on. Microsoft's partners use, modify, distribute an item and derivatives of that item, and use your name if we choose to for any purpose without obligation to pay you anything. So if you create a really awesome story in Halo, for instance, and you animate it using Halo Master Chief Collection or Halo 5 when it comes out, Microsoft have reserved the right that they can take that work and they can do whatever the fuck they want with it. They can rebroadcast it elsewhere. They can package it up with something. They can charge for it, but not pay you. In fact, they don't even have to give you credit or obtain your approval. Now that is bad. I mean, that is really, really bad to me, because, you know, some people, and again, I know this from the Dark Souls community who I interact with more than like the Halo community and that, but I know people who spend a lot of time creating new stories, doing expanded content, and doing something interesting. Sunlight Maggot, for instance, if you find him on YouTube, he stopped doing it now, but he did Dark Souls the movie. He went through Dark Souls, he got all the character voices, he hacked it so he could like have all the camera angles, and he made an incredible piece of work. It took him months to do, and it's phenomenal. He didn't get a lot of credit for it, but it was brilliant. Now imagine if FromSoft had taken that, or well, Bandai, who were the publisher, what if they'd taken that, stuck it on a DVD, sold it for $10.99, all that work that he did for nothing, because he doesn't get anything from it, and he's fucked. And it's the same principle here. So, yeah, this means if you add to a game universe or expand the story told in the game with lost chapters or backstory, anything like that, distribution of your story or idea may appear in future game without any compensation to you. And again, sorry, but our lawyers tell us we need to do this. So it also means we can put your item on a Microsoft site or property if we want to. So basically, if you create some awesome work, if you like create a new side to the Master Chief story, tell it through Halo, they can take it and they can do whatever the fuck they want with it, and they'll never tell you, and you'll never know unless someone points it out to you, and you'll never get a penny for it. And again, the last one, what if others work with me to create the items? Basically, all those rules above, everyone who's collaborating has to follow these rules, simply enough. So yeah, there's still some ways to do some things that we've excluded, but you have to contact us for a commercial license. There's the preferred partner shit. So IGN will be able to put up a Halo video with a Halo in the title. PewDiePie will be able to put a Halo video with a Halo in the title. The rest of us can't, because commercial licenses aren't granted easily, and usually there's money changes hands for them, in some way, shape or form. So, for the main headlines here, again, I'll just go the quick headlines again. This only applies for first-party Xbox and Xbox One games. Games that are ported to the PC, fine. Xbox exclusives made by other people, fine. Cross-party games, fine. You don't have to do this shit. If you're playing first-party games, you need to make sure you stick this in the description, filling in the bracketed out items. And to be fair, most of these are standard YouTube terms anyway. But this last one, you cannot title your video with the name of the game you're playing if it's a Microsoft first-party game. And you can't use the game's logos. If you create something in the universe, Microsoft are entitled to do whatever the fuck they want with it. And if you are collaborating with other people, they have to adhere to all these rules too. So that's pretty much it. To be honest, it sounds like it's a real ball ache and it's entirely unnecessary. I don't think they should have done this, but that's just me. I don't run Microsoft. But I hope this has cleared up a few things on the subject and put my thoughts across about it. I'll probably talk about this in the Crucible chat on Saturday and like really get in some in-depth conversation going on this one. But I hope that was informative for you, and I will speak to you all later. For now, good night.